What's happening? It's your boy Papa Dope back with a very, very important video. And I just want people to think about this, right? If you don't control your mind, someone else will. I need y'all to understand that because this is the gateway to the way people behave and how they act so that you don't judge them as if they're stupid, crazy, ignorant, whatever the case may be. They just conditioned. And before we kick this video off, let me let you know what the definition of conditioning is. Check this out. Now, conditioning means the process of training or accustoming a person or a animal to behave in a certain way or to accept certain circumstances. That is conditioning. Let's get back to the video. One thing I want you to pay attention to in that is they associated that with animals. I've been telling y'all for the longest, okay? They take you to school, 12-step brainwash camp, bring you to an animal state, so therefore you could be controlled. If I tell you what proper behavior is in a setting, and you don't know the difference between that, and I show you examples of that throughout your life, that's all you're going to believe. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. If I tell you that to be a beautiful woman, you have to look a certain way. Your eyelashes, your makeup, your butt, your titties, you just have to have this certain look that we're promoting, right? We're telling you what beautiful is. You ain't telling yourself. See, that's the real fuckery. I'm telling you what it is, right? Then I'm giving you examples through media. I'm giving you examples through television, music videos, and everything around you on what beauty looks like. So that makes it even more believable. All I'm doing is conditioning you to accept and believe something that I want you to believe. And when you don't use common sense, you really think that that is beauty. But when you start using common sense, you'll say this shit don't make no sense. You know how many so-called beautiful women are single? And it's not their fault because they've placed in a society or an environment that tells them this is what beauty is, and they have it all the bells and whistles, but yet still single, but yet still miserable. When you start using your common sense, you'll start to understand that that's not beauty. We have to unlearn and relearn everything. It's a conditioning. And we just talking about beauty. Everything around you is a conditioning. You are conditioned to go to the doctor and swallow those pills. Even though MD, right, medical doctors kill more people every year than street drugs. This is a fact. It's crazy, ain't it? You are conditioned to think that, oh, all black people are this and all black people are that, or all brown people are this, or all white people are this, or all this. You came into this world with a clean slate, homie. Your brain was wiped. This is why they say, give me the child for the first 7 years and I will reveal the man. Why? Because the first 7 years is your most critical time to where you're going to download the programs, not only from what you hear, but also what you see. But you must understand, children learn quicker on what they see than what they hear. You understand? They see you open that door, you grabbing that knob in that area. Before long, they'll be doing the same thing. So it's very critical of what you teach them. That's why they say you raise a child. If you the parent, no disrespect, if you the parent is only at a certain level in life, that's the far as you can raise that child. And I just want y'all to get it, man. Understand, this is the same thing with the bear. When they had the bear chained up by his feet for 20 years. 20 years, right? And then once they unchained him, walking around in circles, he still continued to do it even though he didn't have the chains anymore. That's equivalent to us as people, especially black people or slaves. They used to beat our ass. They used to castrate us. They did everything, all the above. That's why I don't say good morning or motherfucker. Why? Because they used to put bags over our heads and make us hump our moms just to create the same genetics, right, as you were. Back then, big, strong oxes. You feel me? So I don't like to say the word motherfucker, or I don't like to say good morning, because when they was to, kill someone or do something to one's family member, the next day they'll say you're having a good morning because they're still crying or they're still mourning the person that was deceased. But what I'm trying to explain to you is it was forced then. Now that they've took away the chains, right? We're still slaves in bondage. This is what you're fighting for. You still get up and go to work with no one telling you to do it. You still do things no one tells you to do because they've created a construct that make you follow suit through conditioning. So what I want y'all to take from this video is conditioning is way more important than what people think. The language you speak, you've been conditioned to believe that you know what you're talking about. I'm telling you, the language we speak, lower level hanging fruit, and there's no disrespect, we can understand this basic ass language. But this is why they call it secret societies, because the language they speak is totally different than the language we speak. I keep telling y'all, man, this world ain't shit like you thought it was, bro. But we must break it down from an elementary state. You feel me? Break it down from a state where we can understand it. You've been conditioned, bro. That's it. And if they control everything you think, everything you believe, they control your reality. You're not even in your own reality. Can you comprehend that? Like, can you fathom that? And this is why I say this all the time, because like I say, they've done it for your whole life. I'm trying to do it in 8-9 minutes. And this is why sometimes you may hear me say something over and over and over, because I'm trying to beat it in people's head, like unlearn and relearn. Everything we've been taught is being used against us in some way or shape or form. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say the motherfuckers that's running the world, that's at the top, we got to get rid of them. They got to go. They got to go. And it's crazy how they use religion to make us actually accept our own demise, bro. I told you, religion puts the glue and the bond together for everything and make people not even want to question nothing. That's all religion does. It makes you not want to further research, further question anything, and it puts you in a box. But if you use your common sense, spirituality, that's what you need to be studying. You need to be studying the laws of Mayat, M-A-A-T. Go look it up. The laws of Mayat. The Statue of Liberty, the original one was a black woman breaking out of chains. Not the liberty that they're giving us now, because you don't have liberty. Liberty means you're still asking for permission. You see what I'm saying? They play with words and they dangle them over your face, over your head, your whole life. And you literally think you know what you're talking about, but you don't. And just imagine how many people don't even give a fuck about what I'm talking about. You got to deal with them too, because guess what? They've been through the same brainwash camp program. You feel what I'm saying? And like I say, someone should be at fault for the way the world thinks. Rockefeller. Them motherfuckers are the ones, and the reasons why the curriculums we teach, we learn in school, makes us dumbfounded. And they put us in the environment that makes the shit that they teaches us that's really on a low level, makes it seem like it's on a higher level, which is false education. It is false education. Because if I teach you something, I tell you that's the greatest or the highest of that thing, and I put you in an environment and put examples of that around you, you're going to think that you got a PhD, or you're going to think that this is the highest of the high praise. But yet the world is still in the same fucking condition for over 400 years. Something ain't right. Something ain't right. So yeah, man, I just try to come at y'all on that level, man. Conditioning, man, you need to look it up. You need to study it and implement it. And therefore, you can see why people act the way they act. They conditioned to act that way. And I say this all the time. When the preachers and the churches and, you know, the pastors go to talking about why these young boys, they killing each other. People scared to walk down the street. They conditioned to think that way. Because if they thought and used their mind, they will attack the motherfuckers that's doing the conditioning. No one wants to talk about that. We'll make that a part too, man. We'll talk about the conditioners. The ones that conditioning us, giving us sports, giving us all this shit that don't mean nothing. We're gonna break down the word carnival, right? Which deals with carnival, Baal. Go look that up. Go look up Baal before we even do the video. And we'll start putting words together that you thought meant this, but it really meant that. That's gonna blow your mind. But it is what it is. So before you judge, before you think, before you judge, or before you, cast judgment on someone, or of their behavior or this or that. Like, you see these women, they shaking their ass and they throwing around their titties, and and we say, well, damn, ain't no black women. You're damn right, because they've been conditioned to be thoughts. They're not conditioned to be women. Even women can't figure this out because they've been given this same reality and they're engulfed in it till it done consumed them. They can't even figure it out because they haven't been given the opportunity to. If you come into this world blank with a blank mind, and I fill it up with all these different things, you can't even get out your own situation, because most of them can't fathom it. They can't process it. They don't have the programs to process it, and they don't have the understanding or comprehension to even say, why do I feel this way? Why do I do the things I do? Why do I say the stuff I say? Because you've been conditioned to. So hopefully, man, y'all understand that. Put your comments on the bottom of this video. And just think about that. Look at that horse again. She actually faked like she put a loop over his head, because they've been putting a loop over his head so long he can't tell the difference, bro. Okay? Listen, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. I love y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Share this video, because sharing is caring and it's free. Put your comments on the bottom of this video. And like I tell you all the time, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. Thank y'all if y'all made it this far in the video, man. I really appreciate it. Until the next video, man, it's all love, baby. I get up with y'all.